Have you ever felt like your mind is full of worries, even when nothing bad is happening? Maybe you wake up in the morning and the first thought in your mind is, what if something goes wrong today? Maybe you keep thinking about problems that have not even happened yet. You imagine failures, losses, and disasters before they even come near you. You try to enjoy a peaceful moment, but your mind keeps creating new fears. You are sitting with your family, but your thoughts are somewhere else. You are walking toward your dreams, but your fear keeps telling you, you will fail. Sometimes the biggest prison is not outside us. It is the world we create inside our own minds. And this is the story of a small cat named Puss, who had everything he needed to be happy. But he could not enjoy a single day because his own thoughts were always frightening him. My name is Ayan, and today's story is about a cat who learned that a worried mind can make a safe world feel dangerous. In a small village near a peaceful forest, there lived a little cat named Puss. Puss was different from other cats. He was not weak. He was not unlucky. He was actually one of the fastest and smartest cats in the village. But there was one problem. Puss was always afraid. Every morning before he opened his eyes, his mind was already full of questions. What if something bad happens today? What if I get hurt? What if I lose everything I have? These thoughts followed him everywhere. When other cats played in the sunlight, Puss watched from a distance. When other animals explored new places, Puss stayed inside his small home. Not because he hated adventure, not because he did not want to enjoy life, but because his mind kept showing him scary pictures of things that might never happen. One day, Puss saw his friends running through the forest. They were laughing and enjoying the fresh air. "Come with us, Puss," they shouted. Puss wanted to join them, but suddenly his mind started whispering, "What if you get lost? What if a dangerous animal appears? What if something goes wrong?" Puss stepped back. "No, I think I will stay here," he said. His friends looked at him sadly. They knew Puss was not living his life. He was only protecting himself from imaginary dangers. Every night before sleeping, Puss checked his door again and again. He looked outside the window many times. A small sound from outside scared him. A shadow made him nervous. The wind felt like a warning. His mind had turned every little thing into a huge problem. One evening, Puss was walking near the edge of the forest when he met a golden retriever dog named Buddy. Buddy was known by everyone in the village. He was kind, patient, and calm. No matter what happened, Buddy always stayed peaceful. Buddy looked at Puss and noticed something. "Puss, why are you walking like you are running away from something?" Buddy asked. Puss stopped. "I don't know, Buddy," he said. "I just feel like something bad is about to happen." Buddy looked around. The sun was setting peacefully. The birds were flying home. The forest was quiet. Then Buddy asked, "Is something bad happening right now?" Puss looked around. "No," he replied. Buddy smiled. "Then why are you fighting a problem that does not exist?" Puss became silent, because deep inside he knew Buddy was right. Buddy sat beside him and said, "Puss, your mind is like a garden. Whatever you keep planting there will grow. If you plant fear every day, fear will become stronger. But if you plant peace, patience, and confidence, your mind will become stronger." Puss asked, "But how can I stop these thoughts? They come without permission." Buddy smiled. "You cannot control every thought that enters your mind, but you can control whether you believe every thought or not." Puss listened carefully. Buddy continued. "Imagine you are sitting near a road. Many cars pass by. You do not run behind every car. Thoughts are the same. Let them pass. But some thoughts feel scary." Puss said. Buddy replied, "Then ask yourself one question. Is this a real danger or just a fear created by my imagination?" That night, Puss returned home, and thought deeply about Buddy's advice. For the first time he understood something. His fear was not always protecting him. Sometimes it was stopping him. The next morning, Puss decided to try something different. He walked outside without checking everything again and again. He sat under a tree without thinking about every possible danger. But after some time, his old thoughts returned. What if something happens? Puss felt nervous. He wanted to run home. But then he remembered Buddy's words. Is this real or only fear? He looked around. The birds were singing. The sun was shining. Everything was normal. So he stayed. That small moment changed something inside him. Puss realized that courage does not mean having no fear. Courage means not allowing fear to control your choices. Days passed. Puss practiced every day. Whenever a negative thought came, he noticed it. He did not fight it. He did not panic. He simply let it go. Slowly his mind became calmer, not because he stopped thinking, but because he stopped giving power to every fearful thought. One day the animals planned a trip to the other side of the forest. It was a place Puss had never visited. The old Puss would have refused. His mind would create hundreds of scary stories. But this time he stopped and asked himself, am I avoiding this because it is dangerous, or because I am afraid? He realized it was only fear, so he joined his friends. During the journey they discovered beautiful places they had never seen before. Puss stood near a waterfall and smiled. For years he had been trying to protect himself from bad moments. But he had also been blocking all the good moments. His fear was not only keeping danger away, it was keeping happiness away too. When they returned, Buddy asked, how do you feel now, Puss? Puss smiled. I feel like I was trapped inside my own thoughts. I thought every fear was a warning, but now I know some fears are just noise. Buddy nodded. That is the power of an empty mind. Not a mind with no thoughts, but a mind free from unnecessary fear. From that day, Puss changed. He still had worries sometimes, but he no longer allowed them to control his life. Other animals started asking him for advice. A young rabbit once asked, how did you become so calm? Puss smiled. I didn't remove fear from my life. I just stopped letting fear make my decisions. And that was the lesson Puss learned. Your mind can create 1,000 problems before life creates one. Sometimes we lose today because we are afraid of tomorrow. Sometimes we carry old fears into new opportunities. But life only happens in the present moment. Your thoughts are visitors. You do not have to give every visitor a permanent home. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is empty your mind from the fears that are holding you back. Because when your mind becomes peaceful, your life becomes powerful.